today, everything's up to date in Oklahoma City, from renovated gardens and updated attractions to destination shopping. OKC is a city on the move.
Travel with AAA's Discover Oklahoma.
Hi, and welcome to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. We have an entire show talking about all the great things that are going on in Oklahoma City. Laura Kriegel-Nance is here with the Oklahoma City Convention and Visitors Bureau. Where do we even start?
Well, look at all that's going on. The brand new Myriad Gardens, a huge renovation, lots going on downtown, and we can't forget Midtown. There's lots of great things coming up in Midtown, a great destination for people in Oklahoma City.
Midtown Renaissance, is that what we're calling it?
Absolutely, we're calling it the Renaissance.
Well, who better then to tell us all about it than our self-proclaimed Renaissance man, Jeff Roberts.
We've all heard about the Midtown Renaissance going on near downtown Oklahoma City. We're going to check it out for ourselves, but the problem is it's a roundy round. I mean, there's so many places. Brown's Bakery, there's 1492, there's McNally's. Where do you go? Over here, over there, over here. I got to stop, I'm getting dizzy. Let's go find out what's going on down the street here, though.
Stella is different than any other Italian restaurant in the city. We do modern Italian cuisine, which is essentially, it's going to be not your traditional real heavy pastas, meat sauces, that sort of thing. We kind of went for the lighter side of Italian. We do everything fresh as we can get it. We don't have a freezer, we don't have a fryer, we don't have a microwave, so everything that you get has been, cooked. If it's hot, it's coming off the stove.
And of course, you can't go wrong with the Italian sausage pappardelle pasta. The summer peach salad with grilled peaches. Man, I need a napkin. Slivered almonds and gorgonzola cheese is a taste explosion. But the real winner here at Stella has got to be the tomato basil pizza.
Wow. That right there, I'm on the bus to Flavortown, baby. That is awesome.
And of course, right next door is 1492, which will tempt your taste buds with a wide range of Latin dishes.
I like to consider it a Latin fusion. We have anything from modern Tex-Mex to traditional Mexican to the more Latin fusion side. We'll take a little bit of this from here and a little bit of that from there, and we'll pair them together, make it taste right, and we have what we have.
And of course, what you have are amazing dishes, like the pabellon, Venezuelan shredded brisket with plantains, black beans, and fried yuca root. And of course, the cocktail de mar, a spring and summertime favorite with tilapia, lump crab, and shrimp, and a pineapple mango pico de gallo. Co-owner Marco Chavez said his decision to relocate from Dallas to Midtown Oklahoma City was a smart one.
When me and my partner first got into Midtown, everything except Cafe do Brasil was empty. All they had in the Plaza Court was a Subway. And I got a little concerned, to be honest with you, because it was basically, this area was a ghost town. And it took a lot to get me here from Dallas, but they got me here, and I've never regretted it one day.
I don't think anybody back then could have seen how popular it would be here, but it's really, really great, and there's more to come. I mean, there's stuff happening all the time, so I love it.
John McBride's Prairie Thunder Baking Company was one of the first tenants in the redevelopment of the Midtown Plaza Court. In addition to crafting European-style artisan breads and sweet treats for the walk-in customers, Prairie Thunder supplies breads to other local restaurants, many of whom are neighbors right here in Midtown. So no matter what you're craving, you'll find something to satisfy your appetite in Midtown. There's fine South American fare and live music at Cafe do Brasil, ice cream at Kaiser's, more sweets at Brown's Bakery, the famous No Name Burger at Irma's, and of course, classic pub grub at McNally's.
You know, our Reuben, we actually brine the brisket in-house, so he does all the seasoning and the flavoring of it, and then we cook it off. So our Reuben is just fantastic, patty melt. Our fish and chips is more of almost a tempura. They're hand battered to order. So that's a big hit too, especially in a pub environment.
Of course, since the pub environment, there's beer too. And if you consume enough of it, McNally's might just give you your very own mug to hang on the wall.
Well, there you go. Midtown is definitely booming. So the next time you're maybe coming to the downtown Oklahoma City area, maybe for a Thunder game, you Tulsans, I know you're listening, maybe check it out. Midtown, it's going to be cool. And in Midtown, I'm Jeff Roberts.
You know, one of Oklahoma City's great success stories is Bricktown.
Absolutely. It's the perfect destination for people here for a convention or visitors. Great place to walk around. Lots of things going on in Bricktown.
When you think about what it looked like 30 years ago, I for myself was not a believer that you could ever do anything with
Absolutely.
it.
And now other cities are looking to Oklahoma City and to Bricktown to see what we've done so they can maybe create something almost as special as Bricktown in their own city.
And you know, wisely, Oklahoma City's also looking at what's working in other places and coming up with some ideas.
The Academy of Contemporary Music, which is making its home in Bricktown. There's lots of things for kids to learn from the University of Central Oklahoma about the music business, about performance, and they're a great addition to Bricktown.
And they got that idea from the UK, I
Absolutely.
guess. Something
And
that had worked there.
And it's working perfect in Bricktown.
Well, Dino Lally took a tour, and he tells us that because of this great program, Oklahoma's list of legendary music talent is destined to grow.
Regardless of whether you play in a band or are just a fan, for many of us, our love for music is a passion. It moves us, touches our emotions. When we hear music, we are engaged. That certainly is the case for the students and faculty at the Academy of Contemporary Music at UCO. But here they go beyond the music. Yes, they have students who are performance-oriented and study drums, guitar, keyboard, bass, and vocals.
But along with that, they're also studying the music industry and how it works so they can't be taken advantage of. So if you're a producer, you walk out of there understanding how you're going to get paid. Because doing the work is one thing, getting paid for it is a whole different thing. You know, and we want to help them understand how to make a living doing this.
Scott Booker certainly knows how the industry works. As someone who has been successfully involved in the music industry for years, most notably as the manager of the Flaming Lips, he and all the faculty either works in the music industry or did, and they retired and returned to Oklahoma. The program at ACM at UCO is patterned after a similar one in the UK. But here you can get your 2-year degree, which can then go into a 4-year Bachelor's of Applied Technology or BAT degree. Scott says the partnership with Oklahoma City and Bricktown has been tremendously successful.
We did a thing at the end of the semester where we had 64 bands playing in 14 venues down here. And the semester before, or the year before, it was only about 30 bands, you know, playing in 8 venues. So we see this growing, you know. We really want to be that hub for when people think of music and anything to do with music, that they come to us first, because we want to give jobs to our students and help them.
And along those lines, the model they are using is about creating business. It can still all come back to economic development and tourism.
I think of each one of these 500 students we're going to have here as a potential small business. And you know, I think that is really our goal, is to create a situation where not only can they grow in a skill set kind of way, like, you know, whether they're playing guitar or learning how to run Logic or Pro Tools, but also become a small business.
And to run any business, it takes that dedication and passion we spoke of earlier, something these students and faculty have in abundance. And you can see some of that enthusiasm at their weekly concerts at their performance lab.
These students are vibrant. You can tell that this is something they've been wanting their whole life. I mean, time and time again, I have students, I have parents come to me and they're like, thank you for starting this. I don't know what else they would have done. They love music, they want to be a part of this business, and you're helping them figure out how to do this.
At the very vibrant ACM at UCO in Bricktown, I'm Dino Lally.
It's a good time to point out all this beauty behind us is part of the new Myriad Botanical Gardens look.
Absolutely. It's been closed for a year and it's reopened and they're still working. There's going to be a restaurant, an outdoor amphitheater, just this beautiful area. We know that it's going to be a great spot in downtown Oklahoma City.
This was pretty before, but it was basically just grass, and now there's seating and a venue. And
Absolutely. Inviting people to come in and grab their lunch or walk around and take advantage of everything that's around downtown.
Well, don't run off, because there's a lot more to tell you about what's new in OKC.
Including a brand new 65-acre shopping paradise when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
I hope we didn't forget anything.
I think we're all set.
Hard to believe Megan is in college.
Do you remember how she cried and cried when we dropped her off at kindergarten?
We were both crying.
Good thing we're only a few hours away. Last box. You get calls tomorrow.
I will, Daddy.
And one more thing. You're gonna need these.
No way. Are you kidding? Can I get Mom's car?
Okay, sweetheart, but you have to be careful. Now, I put the AAA insurance policy and the membership information in the glove box.
Just in case anything should happen. Okay. I'm really glad we switched our auto insurance to AAA. Really saved us some money. Not to mention peace of mind.
It's nice knowing AAA will be there if our car ever breaks down, too.
John, are those tears I see?
No.
AAA Auto Insurance, for the ones that matter most to you. Give us a call today or talk to a AAA agent nearest you.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. I'm here with Laura Kriegel-Nance of the Oklahoma City Convention and Visitors Bureau, talking about all the great things there are to do in Oklahoma City, our capital city. And this next venue just opened. You're going to want to take some capital. when you visit.
Absolutely. The Outlet Malls of Oklahoma City is just opened. It's got some fantastic shops, everything from Nike to J. Crew, you name it, it's got it. We expect probably a 300 to 500 mile radius. We'll have people coming in to visit, bus groups coming in. So they're a fantastic addition to Oklahoma City.
Easy to get to, I-40 and Council. They're expecting something like 6 million visitors a year. And it's really no surprise that our Shell Wagner was one of the first.
Remember the days when you had to go to Texas to find some great outlet mall shopping? I'm here to tell you, those days are over. Because we've got the shopping now. And folks from all over have already planned a shopping trip to Oklahoma City.
We have bus tours that have already booked nationwide.
Bargain hunters alert. The doors at the outlet shops at Oklahoma City have swung open. All 85 storefronts have been leased, 100%, which is unheard of in the mall industry. And by the time you are seeing this broadcast, the shelves and racks will be overflowing with treasured items to fill your every shopping fantasy.
Some of our stores are off Saks Fifth Avenue, Polo Ralph Lauren, Coach, J. Crew, and the list just goes on. In fact, we have the widest variety of children's stores of any shopping center in Oklahoma. What you'll find here at the outlet centers is you'll find a bigger selection and you'll find a better price point because the product actually comes from the manufacturer directly to the store, and so you do not have to pay for the middleman.
Go shopping now. Well, finish watching the show and then get going. I gazed with curious expectation over the many months as this work of art emerged from the red soil just off I-40 at Council Road. The playful architecture and color scheme.
Our property combines 23 colors in the design.
And I really did try. I did. But I was just not capable of waiting for the official opening date, August 5th. So I joined a hard hat tour a few weeks ago amongst a flurry of construction and finishing touches. But I just had to see inside. Already the store signs were up, smiling down at me.
The outlet centers are something that people are looking for nationwide, and tourists actually go and seek them because they know that it's some of the finest shopping that they can get in the world.
The food court was just coming together when I took the tour, but by the time you're watching this, your favorite locally owned eateries will have opened in this space.
We have places like City Bites, Primo's.
The flavors of Oklahoma City, providing sustenance for your shopping excursion. An adventure you can now have north of the Red River. At the outlet shops at Oklahoma City, I'm Shell Wagner.
You know, I'm beginning to realize we really cannot get everything that's new about OKC into one show.
Okay, let's plan another one.
Let's do it.
Because we could probably fill 2 or 3 with all that's going on in Oklahoma City.
This is a city on the move.
Absolutely. See the latest trend in metro area dining when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues. We'll be right back.
Hey, how's Kara doing? Great. Absolutely loves being in college.
Sam?
Just started driving.
Watch out.
Yeah, we just added him to our AAA membership. Smart move.
I'm just glad we have good insurance. Who do you guys use? We switched over to AAA auto insurance. With another driver in the house, it just made sense to check out pricing. AAA saved us a ton.
I didn't know they had insurance too.
Yeah, auto, home, and life.
Remember that time when we snuck Dad's car out and got that flat?
Here they go again.
Well, AAA came and fixed it, and the folks never found out.
Found out what?
Nothing, Dad.
Talking about the time you two snuck the car out while we were gone.
You knew?
Well, of course. Why do you think Mom and I added you girls to our AAA membership? Never told you I always check the odometer, did I? Oh, great idea.
Thanks, Grandpa. AAA Insurance, for the ones that matter most to you. Give us a call today or talk to a AAA agent nearest you.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma, all about what's new in OKC, and there's so much that's new. Construction everywhere, including right behind us.
Absolutely. Here at the Myriad Gardens, they're building a new restaurant. They've done lots of construction down here, renovating for people. Downtown, the streets are being redone for pedestrians, walkers, bike riders, and you also see some trucks downtown, dining trucks.
There's a whole new trend in restaurants, rolling restaurants, and of course, our Austin Tackett is the man we send to chase down these hip, trendy new ideas, and we sent him after this one.
A new restaurant trend in Oklahoma City is changing the way many people order food to go. That's right, food trucks are taking the city by storm. But these rolling restaurants offer a unique twist to the typical street food most of us associate with on-the-go snacking. The most modern incarnation of the food truck boom has its roots in Austin, Texas, where cash-strapped local chefs realized the low overhead of mobile kitchens made serving their signature dishes an achievable reality.
As more and more people, I guess, paid attention to it, even chefs, super talented, realize, hey, we've got all the same kitchen equipment that we can put in here and we can do it for a lot less money and we can own our own thing. Somebody who is really into food, they want to be able to create, they want to do it themselves.
A passion for good food, particularly delicious handmade tortillas, is what inspired JT's Tacos to get in the food truck game. Everything from breakfast tacos to specialty items like the pork-infused high-in-the-hog taco keep people lined up from morning to afternoon. But there's another secret weapon that every food truck owner knows how to use with deadly precision: Twitter.
It has been huge, instrumental in being able to do what we've been able to do. We're a startup, it's our family, it's our money. We don't have a lot of money for advertising, and so we've really had to try to manipulate and use that to our advantage. Everybody that comes up, we ask them, hey, will you go tweet about us? Will you post something on your Facebook page?
Twitter keeps customers lined up at the window, and as any food truck fanatic will tell you, the true masters of this modern age tool is the granddaddy of the OKC food truck scene, Big Truck Tacos. Big Truck serves up some of the tastiest tacos and other Tex-Mex treats, including the Borracho Chicken, Oki Baja, and my personal favorite, the Flaming Lips Taco. Of course, nothing beats their selection of homemade salsas made with an array of flavors and varying degrees of heat. Tacos aren't the only thing being served up in food trucks.
Cheeseburgers. It's got to be cheeseburgers.
The food you know and love from Pops on Route 66 is now conveniently located in a mobile form. Of course, there's another important element of Pops besides burgers that you can get on the go as well.
We generally stock our top 12 sodas and kind of break it up into the groups. So we have, a couple of root beers, and a couple of diets, colas, orange, grapes, etc. Obviously, we can't, stick all 600 sodas in this truck, but we do like to do at least our top 12, top 15.
Hey, pretty good. I'll take 2 of the best that you've got.
All right, 2 choppers, you got it.
Of course, tacos and sodas are only a sampling of the kinds of delicious food to be found rolling all over the city. You never know what you'll find next time a food truck rolls up to your street.
Finally, an obscure soda and some artisan tacos. I really can't think of a better way to spend my lunch break.
In Oklahoma City, I'm Austin Tackett.
Oh man, that is good.
We have informed Austin that he cannot continue to be in this show as long as he shares the name with the Texas City.
How about changing it to Dewey or maybe Woodward?
Or Bowlegs or Slap Out. Anyway, don't run off. We're going to be learning lots more about Oklahoma City's newest innovations coming up.
Including a vibrant and growing river culture. We'll take you on a trip down the river now when AAA's Discover Oklahoma returns.
I hope we didn't forget anything.
I think we're all set.
Hard to believe Megan is in college.
Do you remember how she cried and cried when we dropped her off at kindergarten?
We were both crying.
Good thing we're only a few hours away. Last box. You can call us tomorrow.
I will, Daddy.
And one more thing. You're gonna need these.
No way. Are you kidding? Can I get Mom's car?
Okay, sweetheart, but you have to be careful. Now, I put the AAA insurance policy and the membership information in the glove box.
Just in case anything should happen.
Okay.
I'm really glad we switched our auto insurance to AAA. Really saved us some money. Not to mention peace of mind.
It's nice knowing AAA will be there if her car ever breaks down, too.
John, are those tears I see?
No.
AAA Auto Insurance, for the ones that matter most to you. Give us a call today or talk to a AAA agent nearest you.
AAA of Oklahoma makes this show possible and does all kinds of other great stuff around our state. Here's a glimpse at today's AAA.
Hello, Chuck May here with AAA Oklahoma.
Car owners have always known the frustration of roadside breakdowns. In 1915, AAA was the first auto club to introduce a service for stranded motorists. Roadside assistance has become one of the most valued features of a AAA membership. Annually, tens of millions call for aid across the country. No matter what your emergency is, from flat tires to lockouts to mechanical failures, AAA is there. AAA maintains a fleet of assistance vehicles in Oklahoma City and Tulsa and employs dozens of trusted partners to provide assistance to all regions of the state. And to ensure club members receive trustworthy and high-quality auto repairs, AAA developed its approved auto repair program, which identifies repair facilities that meet AAA's stringent criteria in customer satisfaction, available equipment, and competency. Until next time, may the road lead you to exciting new discoveries. Whether it's insurance, travel, or peace of mind on the road, think AAA every day.
AAA, for the ones that matter most to you. We've been talking about reinvented Oklahoma City today, and perhaps the most amazing thing of all is the transformation of what's now called the Oklahoma River.
Absolutely. Just a few years ago, it was something that we had to mow a few times a year, and now it's full of water. We have brand new boathouses, people from across the world coming to kayak and row and experience the river. It's fantastic.
It was hard to imagine when you looked down there and saw old appliances abandoned that it was
tires, that it
a
was gonna
world-class facility, but it really is because somebody had a vision. Just steps away from Bricktown, the Oklahoma City riverfront is making a name for itself as a world-class destination. Canoeing, kayaking, rowing. No matter whether you're an athlete or a spectator, the riverfront gives you a front row seat to the newest Oklahoma City attractions.
So we think with what we have in store for the Oklahoma River, additional trails, some additional landscaping and waterscaping, all of the public amenities we have for better parking, better access so that the public can come down and enjoy some of these facilities, see some of the races, come down and take a lesson, learn how to kayak, learn how to canoe, even take a paddle boat ride as far as that goes. A lot to love about what we have with our new tourist attractions here in Oklahoma City, and it's just an honor to be a part of it all.
With the Devon Boathouse and the dedication of the Chesapeake Finish Line Tower, the appeal of this area continues to grow and in some new directions.
We have the American Indian Cultural Center that's under construction. We have additional boathouses for the University of Oklahoma and the University of Central Oklahoma under final design and engineering at this time, in various stages of funding, but certainly well on their way and imminent. And then we, of course, have some $60 million in approved MAPS 3 programs for the river that the citizens of Oklahoma City were kind and wise enough to approve back about a year and a half ago. So we're now in a position where we're moving forward with some of those initiatives.
Everyone who's seen the development can agree it's all very impressive, but it's even more impressive when you consider that in just the very recent past, the Oklahoma River really wasn't much of a river.
It was just a few short years ago that we had to mow this river 3 times a year. And now we're in a position where we're rowing instead of mowing, and we think that's a real game changer.
The dramatic transformation made a splash among river sports enthusiasts, and now people travel to Oklahoma City to pursue their Olympic dreams.
We think this is a way to, with the facilities that we have developed here in Oklahoma City on the Oklahoma River, which are truly world-class, second to none, that gives us an opportunity to introduce Oklahoma as an Olympic-level venue for all kinds of activities, sports of every type.
All the boathouses along the Oklahoma River have beautiful websites and offer classes and hold events aimed at introducing folks to river culture. We'll help you find the information you need at discoveroklahomatv.com. Bummer, we're out of time and we still haven't talked about the Class and Curve, we haven't talked about Paseo.
Automobile Alley, all the new exhibits at the History Center.
We're gonna have to do another show.
Okay, let's do it.
I do want to say a big thank you to Laura Kriegel-Nance from the Oklahoma City Convention and Visitors Bureau for lending your expertise, and to the folks here at the Myriad Gardens for giving us a look at the new digs.
Absolutely, and we're so glad to share with everybody all that's going on in Oklahoma City. I think you could find something brand new to do every day.
Yeah, even if you live here, you may not have seen it yet, so come check it out.
Absolutely.
Next week, we're planning a great escape with unforgettable lodging options from one end of the state to the other, from guest ranches and boutique hotels to B&Bs and teepees. Hope you'll join us. So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma City.